Hello guys, today I'm going to test Battlebit Remastered on the Steam Deck. I'll be switching between all the graphical presets the game has to offer, then I'll run every test at 15 watts and 10 watts to see the difference. And after all these tests, I'm going to give you guys my optimized settings so that you can get over 3 hours of battery life. Okay guys, here I'm playing on the Ultra preset at 15 watts, and as you can see, the game is running really smooth. The frame time is also smooth, so there is no stuttering. The GPU usage is kind of high given how Battlebit Remastered looks, but the overall experience is pretty good, which is to be expected since Battlebit isn't a demanding game. To be frank, I was expecting to see higher FPS. But anyway guys, now you can see the game running at 10 watts and we're getting pretty much the same results as with 15 watts. Alrighty, so now I'm using the high preset here guys. I wanted to know just how much performance we can get by using a lower preset, and I'm not noticing any sort of performance increase at all. I think I'm getting roughly the same FPS here. The GPU usage does seem to be lower, but it isn't translating into higher average FPS. And as I move on to using 10 watts, I'm still getting roughly the same performance. The Steam Deck is really good at 10 watts guys. In most games, the performance difference is so small that it's worth it to limit the deck to 10 watts if you ask me. Now let's move on to the medium preset, which looks just as good as the high and ultra presets did. I really can't tell the difference, and the FPS are the same too. Well, I think they're a bit higher, but I really can't tell the difference. Maybe it's because the Steam Deck screen is a 60Hz screen, and now at 10 watts the performance is so dang good. Like for real, I'm still seeing the Steam Deck hit 60 FPS, and I'm pretty sure the average FPS is around there too. The Steam Deck is just a monster for playing indie games like this guys. And look at the battery life. I just love the Steam Deck when it comes to battery life. And at 15 watts with a low preset, we're still getting roughly the same performance as before. I'm pretty sure we're hitting a bottleneck here. Maybe Battlebit Remastered is just using 1 or 2 CPU cores or something. But if we look at the CPU and GPU usage, they're both pretty low. And as we move on and use 10 watts, just as before, we're getting roughly the same performance. This is just amazing guys. The Steam Deck's efficiency at 10 watts, it's so good that 15 watts doesn't even make any sense on Battlebit. Okay, but I want more battery life out of this thing. So here are my custom settings. They're a mix of ultra and high. I limited the FPS to 44 because I just couldn't make this bar get to 40. I tried limiting the FPS on the Steam Deck sidebar, but it didn't seem to work. Oh, and besides applying these settings, you'll also want to open the Steam Deck sidebar and set the TDP to 10 watts and manually set the GPU frequency to 600 MHz for best results. And here's a bit of gameplay with my custom settings. You should be getting locked 44 FPS for the most part. I love these battles. Look at how many players we have on screen right now. Let's move forward a bit and help out my team with pushing. We're under heavy fire here guys, and I can't see a thing, but I'm sure I'll survive if I hide here with my team.
We move, fellas, we move.
Okay, go. Now I'm gonna get killed for sure. I think I never played with so much people on screen as now. And getting back to the settings, having the game run at 44 FPS feels great on the Steam Deck. And just look at the battery life guys. Over 3 hours. Okay, so now let's move on to the results. I think that there's a bottleneck for sure. The Steam Deck is capping at around 65 average FPS when using 15 watts, and at 61 FPS when using 10 watts. So decreasing the graphics quality won't really help in increasing raw performance. And as we can see, using the FPS cap gives my custom settings the highest battery life at over 3 hours. Using the low preset will get you around 2 hours and a half. And if you plan on using the medium preset, you'll be getting around 2 hours of gameplay regardless of the TDP. If you play on the high or ultra presets at 15 watts, you'll be getting about an hour and a half of battery life. So I think that pretty much does it for today guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up for the algorithm. And come on guys, there are a lot of you watching my videos, but only like 2% of you are subscribed to the channel. So hit that subscribe button and join this awesome community. Well folks, I'm glad to have you here, and I'll see you guys next time.